that we have ever done at a billionaire's private wildlife rescue and rehab, where he has decided to rescue and save the largest amount of animals of anywhere on the planet. And we have the first ever exclusive behind the scenes tour at Ventara, India. Ventara is like an animal haven on Earth. The amount of care that each animal gets and the sheer size of this place is truly incredible. It spans 3,000 acres, over 15 different facility sites, and each of these sites are focused on specific animal groups. And first, we're going to visit some gentle giants in their very own custom jacuzzis. Hello, doctor.
Hi, morning. How are you?
How are you, my friend?
Good, good, good.
What's happening here? Is this a swimming pool?
This is a hydrotherapy pool. It is a swimming pool. And these two elephants you see here, her name is Moni Mola and that's Champa, her friend.
Okay.
So both of these are severely arthritic. They're old.
Meaning their joints and their bones and things, they ache. From too much gravity and too much pressure.
Yeah, so what happens is when the elephants are outside, before they came here, these are rescued elephants, right?
Yeah.
So they're being used for logging or riding or, entertainment purposes, circuses, for example.
So as hydrotherapy, they get to relax in here like that one over there.
Yeah, she's sleeping peacefully.
Get to have a sleep, and they just put their trunk up to breathe, and then it doesn't hurt their bones and their joints.
It doesn't hurt, it takes the weight off their joints, it gives them a huge relief.
So this elephant is so relaxed, she's passed out, she's gone back to sleep. But this is just one of a gazillion things that you guys do it here at Ventara, right?
We try our best,
We try our best. So let's go see some more. Look at this guy, look at this guy. Hello, baby. Get him, take his cameras. There goes an elephant. He's stealing all the fruit. Come on, buddy, this way. Here we go. Come on now, come on now. So look at these two. These two elephants came from logging. They were miserable. These animals were literally being tortured. That guy has holes in his ear. She's blind in one eye and was being fully abused. And now they just have this this amazing life here at Ventara. You can see how friendly and happy they are. And they're two of over 220 elephants that live here at Ventara, whose lives have become completely perfect. Now you may be looking, thinking, oh, how can they be living in this box? They're not. That's what's insane. So as you stay tuned, as we show you this, every single elephant that you're gonna see, they only overnight in places like this, and they move out into a private elephant forest, which we're gonna go see in a little bit. So look at this. Every day the elephants here get a scrub and a bath, which not only cleanses them, but helps them develop a bond with their mahout, which is the guy who stays with them at every stage of their life, walks with them in the forest, scrubs them here, feeds them everything, so that they have that intimate connection. In case you didn't think these elephants had it good enough here at Ventara, right now they're getting a hot water massage with all kinds of herbal medicine for their joints. It's better than a spa for humans. And believe it or not, here we have an elephant mani-pedi station. So these guys are actually trained equine farriers, meaning they take care of horse feet. But at this facility, the only facility in the world, they have taken that knowledge and applied it to elephant care, because in captivity, before they're rescued, these elephants have major foot problems from getting shards of glass in them, walking on boiling hot pavement. And once they come here, look at just how relaxed this elephant is. It's got 3 people running around fiddling with it. This would never happen with an elephant that had been abused until they got to Ventara. If you didn't think these elephants had it good enough already, just wait until you see the next luxury that they get to enjoy.
And so here we have the world's first temperature-controlled elephant jacuzzi.
Oh my God, look at this spa. Oh my God, this is amazing, doctor.
So this is
They're
like
in a spa.
I know. So this is like the next step to what you saw before.
Yeah.
So here we have, this is all temperature control, and here we have water jets at 3 levels.
It's temperature controlled?
It's temperature controlled.
What temperature do you keep it at?
So this can go up to 32 degrees Celsius, which you can use in winters.
Yeah.
But otherwise it remains at the room temperature, of course.
So it's literally a giant hot tub.
It is.
It's got jets, it's got heating.
It has got jets at 3 levels.
Is this the world's first elephant jacuzzi?
It is world's first temperature controlled jacuzzi.
Hey, give me a hug, give me a hug, give me a hug. I love this. This is amazing. This is blowing my mind.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I'm so overwhelmed with emotion being here, knowing what these animals have been through and seeing what this is like. I mean, this is paradise for them.
Yeah, I mean, even for us, it's really amazing. It's really satisfactory to see them enjoying in there, especially in the conditions they come.
This is unbelievable, doctor.
Yeah, but if you think this is crazy, let me show you some more stuff.
Okay, let's go. And after all those insane spa treatments, every single day, every elephant at this facility comes through here and goes into this conditioning. Hey, doctor.
Hey, Forrest, welcome.
Thank you. So what's going on here?
So currently, we are having a laser therapy session for one of our arthritic elephants.
Laser therapy.
Laser therapy. So we use this for arthritis, for acute sprains and traumas, Sometimes we use it for colic and even for laser acupuncture.
And they're being conditioned to go into this every day so that
Yes.
you can apply treatment, right?
Yes.
You can give them medication, you can do whatever needs to be done for each individual animal.
Right. And as you can see, she's constantly being given treats so that there's a positive correlation.
Yep.
So they're completely stress-free while the entire procedure is going on.
And once they go through here, there's a whole smattering of other things that
Yes.
they can or will go through before they go outside, right?
Right. So we try to condition them to come into the hospital, get through every stage so that if and when we do need to bring them in for a certain procedure, they're completely stress-free.
All right, thank you, doctor. If I were to explain to you guys the amount of features that this hospital has, this video would be 6 hours long. But look at this. Right here is an elephant in an oxygen hyperbaric chamber. Over here, we have the world's largest elephant hydraulic lift. So this is used for surgeries on elephants where they bring them up because you cannot move a sleeping elephant when you have to give it surgery. There are millions and millions of dollars of radiology and machines and all kinds of things going on over here. In this area, the animal are getting acupuncture. Look at this. This is elephant acupuncture. This place is the craziest, the best, the most impressive wildlife husbandry facility I've ever seen in my entire life. And it honestly makes me so happy that I want to cry knowing that these animals are being saved. And that's before they get to go to the forest, which is where we're going right now.
The forest is one of the most special sites at Ventara, a 2,000-acre lot where there are no cages or restraints. They browse, interact with other species, and most importantly, act like elephants. Welcome to the Greenbelt. Whether an animal was rescued from a human-wildlife conflict zone or saved from performing in a circus, once they get to Ventara, their life has changed forever. No more chains or torture devices. They now live a life worth living.
Imagine being chained up in these torture devices, literally 22 hours a day in the boiling hot sun where your feet are burning on concrete. And when you walk through the doors here at Ventara, never again will those horrible torture devices be a part of their life. Look at how much they even hate it. They're just literally breaking them and throwing them around. They know that they've come to freedom here and happiness from a life of otherwise torture. Some very powerful stuff. It's amazing, huh, Kyle? Yeah, it's really powerful to think what they've come from and where they are now. And this is just the start because there are thousands and thousands more animals to see here at Ventara. So let's get on to happier times. Hey, Naman.
Hi, Forrest.
How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
Good
How
to
are
see
you?
you. I'm
Yeah.
very well. Tell me about these beautiful, grumpy kitties that you have here.
So you're standing at the world's biggest and the largest leopard rescue center.
Okay, how many leopards?
We've got more than 250 leopards.
250 leopards get out of here.
Exactly.
No way.
Yeah,
Do you ever say no to a leopard?
not at all.
Is there any animal at Ventara that you say no to?
Not at all.
So any animal in need you guys will bring in.
Definitely.
That is absolutely insane. So where do you keep 250 leopards?
So this whole facility,
Yeah.
it's a 60-acre facility.
Okay.
And we've got more than 150 paddocks and night cells.
Well, my understanding is one of these leopards, I'm not sure which one,
Yeah.
is a notorious man-eater.
Right behind you.
This one?
Yes.
What's this leopard's name?
His name is Love.
Love?
Yeah.
It's not a very intimidating name for a leopard. How many people has Love killed?
Someone more than 20.
More than 20.
Yes.
So is he called Love because he loves to eat people?
It's because of the caretakers who actually love him.
I see. So this animal that's showing me this unbelievably relaxed body language is calm, he's lying down, he's not hiding, he's eaten 20 people.
Yes.
Get out of here. Typically when an animal like a leopard or a tiger becomes a man-eater, there's a reason. They don't
Yes.
choose to become a man-eater. What was Love's reason?
See, normally what's happening here is when we rescued these animals from the lion-dominated areas, our team found out that the lions were actually struggling for the resources.
I see.
And you see, when a big cat like lion is struggling for the resources, leopards cannot live in the area.
So he had nothing to eat.
And in search of easy prey, in search of stray animals, they come into cities and villages. And that's where they get into the conflict with humans.
I see. So you're a pretty naughty kitty if you've eaten 20 people. How have you managed to get him this relaxed and this calm?
You want to know it?
Yes, I do.
Come, let me show it to you.
Okay. I better not go in there. Okay. You stood up like we were going in.
So we actually train this animal. This is known as positive reinforcement training.
So you've got the whistle, that's his cue.
Yes.
And then is that target for target training?
Exactly.
So he puts his nose on. Oh,
And-
look, it's like a house cat. It's a man-eating house cat. That's
Yes.
what you've managed to create here.
And you know what? We are not changing his natural behavior, but this
Right.
training helps us to actually keep a track on the health of this animal. So
Uh-huh.
today, if I want to take a blood sample,
How do you do it?
I can take the tail out. So it thoda
Shut up. Show me.
I'll show you.
You
Come.
can't take his tail
So
out. He's
it-
going to bite your
thoda
hand
agile.
off if you touch his
No, no,
tail. No, get out of here. Do not put your hand in there. Good thing he's distracted because you wouldn't have a hand otherwise. Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Forrest, hold this.
No way.
Feel the thing.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. I am literally petting the tail of a notorious Indian man-eating leopard. I mean, this is wild. And what's more wild than the fact that this animal has killed and eaten 23 people, or that he's been rescued and living in this insane facility, is the fact that while holding his tail, this notorious man-eater who's backing his butt up towards me, he couldn't care less. He is happy, he is relaxed, his body language is showing you calmness. They don't have to sedate him, they don't have to put him under any undue stress, and literally it's like playing with a big man-eating house kitty. Well, this is unbelievable. Thank you. I'm going to let go of his I don't want to, but I'm going to.
No.
Thank you for
Yes.
showing me. This is amazing. There are so many leopards here. There's no way we can see 250
You
of
want
them.
to see one more surprise?
One more surprise?
Yes.
Let's go.
Come, let
Show
me
me.
take it out.
Let's go. Something exciting is coming. What do we have here? Oh, no
Good
way.
girl.
Wait, what's going on here?
Good girl.
This isn't melanistic.
This is not melanistic.
This is a different... Is this a skin
Yes.
condition? What
It's
is
a
going
skin
on?
condition.
What is it? Hi.
This is known as vitiligo.
So when it's so much melanism that it starts to turn white or
It
silver.
starts turning back.
Starts turning back.
Yes, the grayish pattern you see, that's a very rare condition.
How many of these are there in the world?
I don't know, probably 2, 3.
2 or 3 in the entire world, and you have one of them here.
Yes.
And she looks like she was hand raised or
Yes,
captive
she was in a
facility.
captive facility before.
Wow. So here you can really see the difference between melanism and vitiligo.
vitiligo.
So vitiligo is this unbelievably rare condition where there's so much melanism, like this leopard here, this hyper black melanism, that the skin actually reverts back. So it overproduces melanism to the point that it kind of conks out and then it starts creating a white color, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, and this one's a bit cheeky. You're not like Tusker. This
Not at all.
one would kill you.
Tusker is incredibly beautiful, but vitiligo is a rare autoimmune condition, and without the special care that Ventara gives her, she would be struggling in the wild.
Well, Naman, this is amazing, my friend. This place, I wish there's so many things I wish I could show here. I mean, I wish I could give all 250 plus leopards their time, but
Forrest,
I
I
appreciate
really
it.
think you should see the reptiles of Vantara. I know you're a reptile
Okay,
fan.
reptiles it is. Hey there, Arj.
Hi, Forrest.
How
How's
are
it
you?
going?
Good to see you.
Good.
Oh man, you're just hanging out here with all your pet dinosaurs, huh?
Childhood dream, living it.
So these are all muggers, right?
Correct. So we are at Vantara's Crocodile Rescue Center
Uh-huh.
right now, and all of these big crocs here are our male mugger crocodiles.
These are all males.
All males.
Oh
this
my
is a
goodness.
large male group of mugger crocodiles. You can see they have a big spacious enclosure here.
This is a ton of space.
Correct. So we got all these crocodiles in as part of our ongoing efforts to decongest Indian zoos.
Oh, you're kidding.
We moved these guys almost a couple of thousand kilometers across the country.
No way.
Just to make sure that they have a more spacious home. They were in a very overcrowded facility in the south of India, and we moved all of these by road almost halfway across the country, and we've given them the most luxurious digs possible.
That must have been a crazy move.
Oh, hectic.
Even just catching one of these things, I know from experience, not with muggers, but with salties and things, it's a hassle catching one
we
crocodile.
were catching up and moving at least 100 at a time
Oh, wow.
across the country. It was a mammoth exercise, but we managed to do it without any casualty, both to crocs or to humans.
Well,
So
that's
this is
good,
something
yeah.
that we're very proud of.
Yeah, that's good.
And now all of these mugger crocs, along with a bunch of other species we've rescued from various places, they have a very comfortable and much more spacious home than they did have at any of their previous facilities. Calm down now.
Calm
Hey!
enough.
No worries, no worries. That's the problem. When one of them gets
They get
turned
all fired
on,
up.
they
That's
all
enough.
get fired up.
That's enough. Calm down. Calm down.
One has to be a smartass, and then they all think that.
But
they're
you
gonna
can't,
get
if you
somebody.
give them an inch, they'll take a mile.
100%.
You know, you
Just
have to be
quick
stern
tap
with
and-
crocodiles.
yeah.
That's it. You just got to show them, look, I'm one of you. You know, I'm
Absolutely.
just like you are. If you come at me, I'm coming back. If you act like prey, they'll treat you like prey.
Absolutely, 100%.
This is just a reminder that getting up close with these animals can be very dangerous. Luckily, I've been working with wildlife for decades, but I wouldn't recommend going near crocodiles like this to anyone.
This one, I think, I don't like his body language.
That one's just waiting to...
He's ready to go. I've been watching him out the side eye. Yeah, he's go.
He's side-eyeing us too. He's like, where's my chicken at? Where's my meat at?
He thinks these are chicken legs. You see these skinny legs?
You
He's
need,
like,
you need to hit the gym a bit.
I know. See, look at him. Look at him. Hey, that's enough out of you. It's enough. Calm down. Off you go. Back up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. There you go. Tell me a bit about mugger crocodiles. I'll say of all the crocodilians, they're one that I have very little experience with.
Understood. So mugger crocs are the most widespread Indian species of crocodile. So they're found pretty much across peninsular India. They also have the broadest snout of any true crocodilian. So, you know, they are adapted to eat much larger prey.
Look at this guy. Hey,
Yeah, he's looking for a snack
you
as well.
just be quiet. Sorry, they're adapted to eat larger prey.
Adapted to eat larger prey. They do exert tremendous bite force.
Yeah.
But as far as conflict with humans go, they're not very aggressive. You know, we're able to stand here without much of a hassle. That says a lot.
Obviously, you said these guys were rescued from overcrowding. I think most people don't understand that crocodiles can live in ridiculous abundance together. I mean, look at them. They're literally lizards on top of lizards over here.
Oh, absolutely. Like, especially mugger crocs. So they're happy living like this.
Yeah.
And we make sure to manage the diet and break up fights whenever we need to. But
Which
you know,
probably happens a lot, especially with males, right?
in all male groups, yeah, once in a while we
Yeah.
have to break up fights, but otherwise mostly they're pretty good to each other.
How many species of crocodilian do you have here?
Oh, we have more than a dozen species of crocodile, but there's one really special species I think we should go take a look at after this.
I'd love to. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Don't you guys behave now.
But before we go check out this very special reptile, let's take a look at how they keep control over so many animals. And then get up close and personal with an animal I never thought I would get to see.
And if you're asking yourself the obvious question of how do you protect hundreds of thousands of animals over 3,500 acres, well, take a look at this. You have the best private security team you could ever imagine. You have aerial surveillance. You have 3,500 cameras here looking like the White House of wildlife. It is absolutely insane. As you move over here, you have all of these tranquilizers, human and animal response teams, all kinds of AI learning to learn about these animals. You have a fire officer, a mechanical officer, and a vet who are all looking out for the best welfare of the animals in the most state-of-the-art security facility that I have ever seen.
Enough with the technology. Let's go check out one of the coolest animals in the entire world.
This entire trip and this entire place has been one of these things where dreams for me are coming true, and I'm actually getting goosebumps and like butterflies in my stomach. I've never been like celebrity shy or anything like that. And right now, I might freak out. They've said, just go ahead, and if you'd like to interact with the okapis, these two have been born here. They're two very special okapis, and just go right in.
Approaching wildlife that you're unfamiliar with is unwise and can be dangerous to the animal. But these okapis have been raised by Mavesh, who we'll meet a little bit later. So I trust his judgment, giving us the okay to get up close and personal.
One of the most shy, incredible, and elusive species, closely related to the giraffe. In fact, they are the only pair of twin okapis that have ever been born and raised successfully in the entire world, and they're right here at Ventara. I'm gonna try very carefully to get close to one without upsetting it, but it's like, oh, I'm like jittery with excitement because this is an animal I've wanted to see up close my whole life. One really, really cool thing about okapis is they weren't even discovered until 1901. They were thought to be mythological, and when they were discovered, it was figured out how elusive they are, how shy they are, and because they're related to giraffes, they're browsers, so they pick all this vegetation with a tongue that's insane. It's 18 inches long, so and just look at them. I think they're like the most beautiful animal in the entire world. They are very shy. They're not nervous, as you can see by their body language, but they're not an animal that's gonna come up and try and rub up and nuzzle up against you. Super rare, endangered species, but even more than their rarity is their shyness and their elusiveness. The fact that basically you cannot get close to these animals in the wild at all, and this guy's just hanging out right here. These big, beautiful, waxy ears. Look at what it's like petting him. That's the grease that they emit from their coat to keep them water repellent. So one thing that's so incredible about okapis, outside of looking like something a child drew on a piece of paper, is with this 18-inch browser tongue, they're the only animal in the world that can take their tongue and clean the backside and inside of their ears and their eyeballs with their own tongue to keep them healthy, which is absolutely crazy. Look at him though, he's just so cute. I love him. I want to hug him and then my whole shirt will look like this, but boy, do I love you. Yes, I do.
As we finished up with the okapis, I got word that Arj is ready for a very special experience with my favorite animal on earth. So let's go check it out.
Oh, Arj, no way.
This is what I was talking about.
Oh, gharial are literally my favorite animal in the entire world. How many are in here?
We have 32 subadults in this.
They're pretty shy, right?
They're very shy. They're
Yeah.
not the most aggressive species of crocodile. They can give you a quick bite off to the side
Of course,
because they
yeah.
move left, right really fast.
Yep.
Obviously, you know why they have these long, slender snouts. It's because they're primarily fish eaters.
World-class fish eaters.
World-class fish eaters.
Yeah.
Really the very
Nice.
best.
Ooh,
Come
looks sneaky. I like that.
Yeah,
See that
sneaking up
sideway
at us.
move? No. No lunging.
here. He knows to stay. He
Yeah.
knows to stay. He's a good little
Is that a
croc.
boy?
Come down. This one looks like a boy to me.
Oh,
Come
so
down.
you have males in here.
Yeah, this
So
is a
s-
mixed group, but they're not old enough to breed yet.
So something, I have to try that. I've never touched a gharial. I have to touch a gharial.
That's all.
Look at that. I have touched a gharial. I've touched a gharial. That's dream come true.
Again, this is very dangerous, and I'm risking losing a finger. But years of experience with crocodilians, and with Arj by my side, I'm confident I'll be okay.
Look at this sneaky one. Hello. Ooh, that would be some stitches. Look at that. So in the wild, the males get absolutely huge. Oops.
This is probably the second largest or the third largest species of crocodilian
In the entire world.
in the entire world. The biggest gharial captured was 17 and a half or 18
Oh my
feet close
God.
to. So despite them being a fairly peaceful species, they get massive.
And they can cause some trouble. A bite from one of those is
A
devastating.
bite from a big gharial would be very painful, but typically that would only happen if the animal is a male
Right.
defending a clutch of babies. You've seen the images of gharial forming creches with the babies. So
Of course.
males,
Stop.
it's believed that males do that to advertise their suitability as potential parents. So
Interesting.
there are guardian males that oversee big groups of 200, 300, 400 babies at a stretch, and they're not necessarily the parents of half of those babies.
Ah.
That's just them signaling their suitability as a potential future mate for some of these females.
So the gharial, I learned this the last time I was here, is the type of Indian pot.
Ghara. The
Ghara.
word ghara means pot.
Pot.
Ghara means pot.
And so that's what that little bulbous thing on the end of the nose
Correct.
is.
It looked like a
named-
pot to the initial lot of people who saw these animals. But it's got a lot more function than just being a visual.
Sure.
This thing, the males use it for sexual signaling. And aside from that, they're known to use that to amplify the calls that they make to females.
They're like,
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
a big part of their breeding process as well. So the bigger the ghada, the more attractive that male is to potential mates. So it's like peacocks or any other animal. It's all
Of course.
different forms of sexual signaling.
Of
and
course.
the ghara plays a big role in gharial reproduction.
well, this, Arj, this has been literally as much of a dream come true as working with any animal could be for me in my entire life. So I cannot say thank you enough for this.
Absolutely, you're welcome anytime. You want to take a look at any of our other reptiles also, just give me a shout and you know where to find me.
Sure, that would be amazing. Bye, guys. You're the best. You're the best. One day I'll be back to see your babies. Oh, I just want to hug you even though you'd rip me to shreds.
After this incredible experience with the gharial, we decided to check out a hippo species that's been taking the world by storm.
This is Mudang on steroids over here, right? So
Yes.
this is, what's funny is, of every animal that we've been around, this is probably the most dangerous one.
Exactly.
And as adorable and cute as this pygmy hippo looks, you were terrified. You were like, don't go in there.
Yeah, exactly. Because anytime they'll change their behavior.
What I know about hippos is big Nile hippos from where I'm from in Zimbabwe.
Yep.
They're not aggressive, they're nervous.
Yep.
So if they feel trapped at all, they come at you. How is that compared to a dwarf hippo?
These guys,
Pygmy.
anytime their mood changes.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah.
We can't believe, even if we are cleaning, they'll be hiding, they'll be coming very close to us, and
Yeah.
they'll be immediately charging.
So they really are actually aggressive, not just
Aggressive,
defensive.
Very aggressive.
Interesting.
Exactly. Basically, we want all our animal to be wild. We are not playing with them, we are not taming them, nothing.
Right.
Just releasing them, just observing them.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look
here
at
she
that.
comes.
Yep.
Better back up. She's getting cheeky now. There we go. Good job. So take a look at that white secretion by her ear there. That is a natural sunscreen.
See.
So there we go. Now we're okay. For now. So that's a natural sunscreen that they emit from the glands behind their ears, and then they'll go and rub it against the tree and rub it all over their body, and that protects them from the very harsh North African sun where they're from. So absolutely amazing animals. So tell me a little bit about these pygmy hippos. Honestly, I don't know that much about them.
They are from Central Africa.
Yeah.
Everyone know that.
Yep.
And they are from the rainforest.
One of the reasons I wanted to feature her is because I thought when you told me the story about how you got these two and how Mr. Ambani rescued them, I couldn't believe it. So get this, right? These pygmy hippos were in a hotel pond in Sri Lanka, okay? That means these animals had been collected likely from the wild and somehow smuggled from Central Africa to Sri Lanka, where some of the most dangerous and aggressive little chubby hamsters you've ever seen were hanging out in a hotel pond as a spectacle for tourists. And then Mr. Ambani heard about this, went down there and rescued them and brought them to this oasis. That's like deciding to get, you know, a killer wolf as a pet and put it in your hotel lobby and be like, go pet the nice friendly dog. I mean, I cannot, right? I cannot think of a worse pet to have at a hotel than these guys, which are so notoriously cheeky and horrible. I mean, even what we're doing right now is quite dangerous.
Even that's why I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at. I'm just observing the animal. You know.
Well, I think it's so fantastic what you guys are doing here, and the fact that you saved these two little hippos. Because you know what would have happened? They would have ended up hurting someone, probably a tourist.
And a person.
Somebody would have been hurt, and they would have been put down.
Exactly.
And that would have been the end of it. Well, another life goal for me here, as far as seeing an animal that I never really thought I'd get to interact with, and seeing it so peaceful. This is a very cheeky, very aggressive creature. And instead of being upset, she's as calm as a pygmy hippo can be. She's as calm as can be. She's sitting there having a chomp on watermelon. Well, this is amazing. This place is incredible. We barely even scratched the surface. I mean, I've seen 2,000-3,000 animals in the last 2 days, and that's not even the beginning. Let's go see some big cats, shall we?
Yeah, we have.
Let's do it.
But before we go check out some insane color morph tigers, let's go see some rhinos that were rescued from a flood.
One of the coolest things here, I think, at Ventara is the fact that you guys are working to save Indian rhino, which are in a lot of trouble like all rhinos. So how did you end up with these guys?
See, we rescued these guys from the Assam flood. Basically.
Oh, there was a huge flood in Assam.
Yes, they were very small calves when they rescued, and now they are enjoying this 5-acre land.
5 acres just for 2 of them?
Yeah, just for those.
That's amazing.
And with natural 2 water bodies.
Yeah.
You can see the natural 2 water
I saw them wallowing in the water.
They're wallowing in the water.
I can see they're a bit cheeky, so we must slowly make our way back.
They will charge any time.
I can see that. They're going to start, hopefully you boys can move. But
yeah.
See the nose starting to come up now and the ears going forward? That's cheekiness coming.
She is Sukani and the male is Bishwajit. And both rescued from the different village of Assam.
And brought together.
Exactly.
And they're paired up.
Exactly.
I love it. Look at them. They're sweet. They're sweet, but
they are not
that
fully
sweet.
grown. They are not adult completely.
Yeah.
They are still. That's why they are, because basically the Indian rhinos are, solitary animals.
So really cool there, the right thing to do. It's interesting because you probably could stay in with the rhinos, but the thing is, one head shake,
that's enough.
It's enough.
Yeah,
that's all it takes. The power of these animals, you cannot imagine. Because literally, just like if they saw you like a fly, that's irritating, you're smushed, you're dead. So, you do have to give them respect, and it's a pity that we have to be through the bars, but this is not an electric fence. This is not something, it's just a bar. And I mean, look, at the end of the day, the truth is, they're not angry animals. You see, like I'm right here. Yes, they could charge, whatever, but they're not. They're choosing to be very calm. They're just happy to have food, but the right thing to do, the respectful thing to do for the animal is not encroach on their space. Sit here, let them have a munch. They obviously love you. They came running over to see you. And I think the fact that you guys are rescuing these animals from India, animals that are in such jeopardy globally, all rhinos, and here they are living their best life, literally. It's absolutely awesome. Oh, Kyle's been got. Did you get that? Cheeky. That's funny. Kyle got. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, cheeky girl. What you can't see is on the back here, look over here, is this huge lake. Rhinos love mud. They need it for their skin. They need it to wallow. They need it for sunscreen. They've got it all right here at Ventara. It's absolutely awesome. What else should we go see?
Tigers.
This is a crazy story that we're going to tell because they have all kinds of different genetic variations, morphs, hybrids of tigers. Let's go see them.
Before we go into the ugly part of the tigers, the tiger breedings,
Yeah.
and I'll show you some of the pure breed in Vantara.
That's a beautiful wild Bengal tiger. This is what a tiger should look like. This is
Exactly.
probably a wild caught animal, right?
Exactly, it's a wild rescue.
Yeah. From a well or human wildlife conflict or
Exactly,
something like
yes.
that. Because, oh, look at that, he's hot.
Look at this.
Look at this.
He's-
Look over
he's-
here. Come. Look at this. So here he's sitting, he's cooling down. See that panting?
Yep.
That is a heat release. And he's sitting in the water, he's venting out the heat, he's cooling his body down.
Yep.
And we're very lucky because Bengal tigers, like one like this, a real one, very shy.
Now you have seen the beautiful Indian tiger here in this enclosure.
Yep.
Now we are going to see the ugly part of captive breeding.
Okay, let's go.
And after we check out these odd color morph tigers, we're going to play a little game with them that I like to call drone enrichment cat and mouse.
Hi. Hello, big boy.
Tigers are not supposed to look like this. These are selectively bred color morphs.
Exactly.
Explain it to me because I don't really understand the morph world at all.
All right. Normal tiger color is orange.
Right, the beautiful Bengal tiger.
Perfect,
We've seen
perfect.
it. I know what it looks
Exactly.
like. Yes,
But
this
here,
is not that.
Here you can see the different morphs. Two morphs you can see here.
Yeah.
One is snow tiger and the
Okay.
other one is golden tiger or the tabby tiger. Because it's completely captive inbreeds.
And it's changed a lot about them, right? And I think that's important to note. Tigers are a solitary animal.
Now
at them
what,
here.
what you are
There's
saying
six
is
in here? How many are
exactly.
in here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here we have 7 here.
7.
Yeah, because
Why?
basically we got a group of these tigers,
Yeah.
and when we started separating, we all know they are solitary.
Yeah.
But when we started separating them and we observed the cortisol level in fecal matters,
Mm-hmm.
but it's showing very high.
So they were stressed out.
Exactly. When we separated
Look at
them,
this.
they
That's
are
not
showing
solitary behavior.
exactly.
And I think it's important that the audience knows about this. It's kind of a sad story.
Right.
Tigers in the 1980s were a hot commodity. And I mean, they still kind of are today, right? Tiger kings and things
100%,
like that.
yeah.
But in the 1980s, you could buy a tiger for 10 grand or something, keep it in your living room. There was
Yep.
no regulation.
Yep.
And then people didn't just want a tiger. They wanted a white tiger or a black tiger or one with no stripes.
Exactly.
Or
The
one
demand,
with,
the demand of the different morphs increased.
Right.
That's why genetically engineered.
Right.
That's why now we are suffering a lot.
Yeah.
Our entire Vantara team,
Yeah.
the veterinary team, the biological team, everyone is suffering a lot because if there is a small injury,
Right.
it'll take minimum 1 to 2 months for the proper healing because most of them are hemophilic.
No way.
Most
So
of
that's
them,
all from the genetic inbreeding.
Yes.
So it's ruined their health.
genetically they are very poor.
Yeah.
That's what we understood. So it's heinous, really,
Yeah.
and unethical.
Yeah,
from the
it is
natural.
unethical. It really
Unethical
is.
and natural from the natural. It's far from the natural breeding.
Right.
It's wow effect in other zoos and everywhere. Wow effect. Wow, it's a golden tiger.
Right.
Wow, it's a snow tiger.
Right.
But at the end, these animals are suffering a lot.
But what's important to note here, and what's so important overall, is that Mr. Ambani and what you guys at Ventara here don't say no to any animal.
Exactly.
This is so much more stress for the keepers here at Ventara to take care of these animals because these are unhealthy inbred animals. And it puts tons of stress, resources,
Yes.
time, probably heartbreak on the keepers
Exactly.
just to take care
But
of these
they
animals.
are enjoying now. We are trying to bring them back to the wilderness because in the wild they'll come across with a different fecal matters.
Of course, yeah.
So we are trying to bring them back to their wilderness. So now you can see we have done some of the feeding enrichment on the top of that logs. They'll climb onto that.
They love
And
it. They love it. It's a playground.
Exactly.
It's a
Now
playground.
they are showing their natural behavior.
Yep.
Most of our animals are showing the natural behaviors. Climbing, they enjoy the water. You can see the water body. See there?
Oh,
One
yeah,
is
he's
lying
going for
inside
a
the water
swim.
body.
Yeah.
They enjoy the water body, everything.
He's
Nipping
having a
everywhere.
swim, he's having a sniff, he's having a climb, they're having a good time.
And moreover, in Vantara, another important part of enrichment is we used to shift these animals to the another paddocks after 2 to 3 months. So they are getting new environment after 2 to 3 months. Always lifelong, he is not here. This
Yep.
group is not here.
Yep.
They'll be moving to another different enclosure every 2 to 3 months.
Yep.
So none of our animal is showing the stereotypic behavior
Right.
that you can see now.
Right.
So they are enjoying their life in Vantara.
I love it. Even if they're freaks of nature, they're very beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Say in nature you won't find all these. Even we can't say suddenly a mutational change of these to the
Right,
white colors
right.
because the mutation means they have to adapt to the environment.
Mm-hmm.
Mutation means because the snow tiger it's adapted to the snowy area
Yep.
to camouflage.
Of course, it's
but
not
the
for
white
this,
tiger
yeah.
means in the forest white color means it's not a camouflage.
Yep.
They'll be identified some other animals are the human beings and they'll be shoot.
Right.
So now that we've seen these insane-looking tigers, let's throw the drone up in the air for a giant game of cat and mouse.
What's this, big boy? What's this? So as you can see, these guys are very playful and they want some BE, some behavioral enrichment. So I've got Tommy over here. I'm gonna have him fly the drone and have them chase him around. So go ahead, Tommy, put it up. Practice bird hunting, right? We got the drone in the air for the tigers to chase. And as you'll see, the tigers are back here right now. Watch what happens when I start running. Come on, get me, big guy. Look at him just going for it. Going for it. I sure hope that glass doesn't break. So if it does, I am screwed. Let's see what happens here. Oh, she wants it, Tommy. She wants it. Oh, she wants it. There you go. Oh boy, you are so close. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, look at him, he's climbing the tree. Look at that, how cool is that? He's climbing the tree to go for it. Yeah, go right down, I dare ya. Too close, they're gonna get it, they're gonna get it. Oh, she's looking at it. Hi, hi. So we're going full tiger play and behavior here. And you can see Tommy's got the drone going over here and they're loving it. Look, he wants to jump, he wants to eat me. I mean, this is like, for literal circus tigers, these guys are getting such a good lot of stimulation and enrichment now. And it's fun for me, I'm getting all sweaty running around, it's great. Fun for everyone. I like it. All right, let's land the drone. That was awesome. It was a fun little bit for me, fun little bit for the tigers. Look, Ventara is absolutely incredible. We have barely scratched the surface here. There are hundreds of thousands of rescue animals with infinite amounts of stories, troubled past, insane recoveries and recuperations. And we're gonna be coming here as much as we can and showing you guys this insanely exclusive behind the scenes look at what these animals and the amazing people that are working with them are doing. Like, comment, and subscribe below. Let me know what else you'd like to see at Ventara.